we're back with another episode of Unapologetically Shaun, where we talk about everything self-care, mental health, and a splash of pop culture, and any and everything that I feel like talking about. So, I know it's been a while since I have uploaded an episode, so I thought that I would give a little review on a Netflix film documentary that I recently watched, and I'm not sure if any of you all watched it, so if you haven't, this will be a spoiler alert. So if you don't want to know what is going on or what, and you want to watch it for yourself, just go ahead and click off of this episode and go listen to any of our other episodes. But today's episode is going to be about Netflix film documentary Britney versus Spears. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. You might not have been a fan of Britney Spears, which I wasn't that big of a fan of her music. I never had, disliked her or anything like that. I just wasn't a fan of her music. But after watching this documentary, I became a fan of her personally, like as a human being. Like this really humanized her, and you really get to see the struggles that she has been facing for so many years. So, one thing I'm going to tell you, this documentary made me hot and mad and all types of emotions watching it, because I did not know that this woman was going through so much that she was going through. And when you look at this, you really notice that these celebrities, quote unquote, you never know what they're going through behind closed doors. Like, you think that everything is all glitz and glamour, when in reality, they only show you the good parts. Just like, social media, just like everybody else. Everybody always shows you the good parts of their life. They'll never show you their struggles. So with this documentary, you really get to see Britney Spears' struggles from her fans' point of view, from people that worked with her and all of that. So let's get into it. Now, one thing I noticed that about Britney Spears, and that I really truly respect, is how hard she worked to become Britney Spears. It's not easy being a singer, a dancer, all of these great things that she is. She worked very, very hard to become who she is. And my thing is, what really made me mad in this documentary is how her father is able to control her life the way that he controls her life. And it's sad and it's disgusting. So I know y'all have been hearing about the movement Free Britney Spears. Well, the reason why this movement started was because Britney Spears' father is the conservator of her conservatorship that she's been dealing with for 13 plus years. They're currently in court trying to get rid of this conservatorship. Well, Britney is. And you'll hear more about that in the documentary. But the thing is what pisses me off is, why does she have to have a conservatorship in the first place? Like, this is a grown woman, and for them to say she has all these problems. I know you all remember when she had the breakdown back in, I think, 2007. The reason why she had that breakdown was because she was dealing with a divorce. She was dealing with losing her children, all types of stuff. So, of course, anybody gonna break down. As we get older, we can understand what she went through at that time and why she reacted the way she reacted. Any of us would have did the same thing. And I don't think anything is truly wrong with her. I think the conservatorship was put in place for her father to steal her money. And as simple as that. And everything is alleged, because I don't want nobody coming trying to sue me. You have to say allegedly. But it states that's really what it is about. It's about taking this woman's money. I don't understand how he can have control over all the what she can spend her money on, when she can see her kids, when she can have children, who she can date. All of this is in the documentary, but that really pisses me off. This woman is almost 40 years old. I think she'll be 40 this year or maybe next year. I'm not sure. But this woman is almost 40 years old, and she can't even do the normal things that we all have legal rights to do. Just like human rights. She can't even do that. Like, she literally have to have an allowance. And this woman is worth over $60 million. This woman has to have an allowance. She has to ask for permission to buy her children something. She had to ask for permission to see her kids. And not only, with her ex-husband having custody of her kids, like, she literally didn't have no basic human rights. Her father, being her conservative, is acting as her. So if he say she can't do something, she can't do it. It was sad and disgusting. And he getting $16,000 a month while he only giving her $8,000 a month for allowance. And then you're gonna see in the documentary where they literally have to take her in the middle of nowhere to give her 30 minutes of free time to drive her car. Like, this is a grown woman. That's what pissed me off. Like, she can't even freely drive her own car or go and do whatever she want to do. She got to ask for permission. She can't even hire the people she want to work with. She has to work with people her father hires. She has no say so. Like, she has nobody to talk to. And every time she get close to somebody, they hurry up and fire that person. Because they know that if she is able to communicate with somebody on the outside, then this will get out. It was sad. Like, it was this one part in the documentary where it was somebody she was working with. I think she was working with on, like, I don't know, something about her life on MTV or something. I don't know, it was some show they was working on. This guy that she was working with, they became real close as friends or whatever. And it was real bad. She couldn't be able to speak out. And this was during, I guess this was after the divorce and all of that type of stuff, like years after. And Kevin Federline had I think it was a People's Magazine or something, article. And she wanted to speak out and say her side, but nobody would allow her to do that. So she wrote this letter to give to the guy that was working for her to speak out on the news or speak out anywhere so her side can be said. But then he was trying to do that, but somebody in the camp stopped him from getting the letter out. So you would have to imagine how this woman was feeling to be not able to use her own voice to really speak on what's going on in her life. Like, it is a really sad case, and I hate that this woman is going through this. Like, my heart goes out to her, and I just wish and pray that this conservatorship is, thrown out, that this woman can truly live her life, because this is sad that she has to go through this. And this goes back to, I've always said this, that people will rob, steal, or kill from their own mama for money. Money is the root of all evil. And it's not just the piece of paper that money is, because we place value on a piece of paper, literally a tree. We place value on this piece of paper. So really, money is not the root of all evil. People are. If it wasn't for people, money would not have any value. We are the reason why the evil happens. So for her family to do her like this, like, she take care of her whole family, and for them to do her like this, work her since she was a child, work her like a slave, because literally at this point that's what she is, because she don't have no basic human rights. They work her like a slave. They say, oh, she's not mentally capable to take care of her children. She's not mentally capable to take care of her finances or do this or do that. But she's mentally capable of doing tour after tour after tour after tour. Like, that don't make no sense to me. That's how I know that all of this is about money. And it's sad that people would do this to their own children. Like, her father did this to his own daughter because of money. And a lot of people in this documentary said that he's not a good person. And from what I'm hearing, he don't sound like a good person. He can't be a good person to do his own child like that, work her like a goddamn slave, and take her money. That don't make no sense. And if y'all seen like videos of Britney, like not too long ago, like last year, how she was acting all like weird, like what's wrong with Britney Spears? That's because they got her on some lithium medication. Like, that's why she act weird. She's on drugs, not street drugs, but she's on medication. Like, that's why she's been looking and doing all the weird stuff that she's been doing, because they got her on medication. They drugging her up, and it's sad. It's sad. So I'm hoping and praying that she gets out of this and she can be able to live a happy and healthy life, and she can have as many children as she wants and take care of the children that she has. And she does have a new fiance, so I'm hoping that this guy is there to truly do right in her life. Like, Lord, please send some good people in her life, because she seemed like a sweet girl. Everybody that talk about her says she's a sweet girl. And I just hope that, you know, God sends some good people in her life, because she has some really money hungry, disgusting people in her life. And it's sad. And also, speaking of Britney Spears, since that's what we're talking about, I did read Columbus Short book, which y'all all should go read it. I heard it on Audible, but if y'all didn't know, fun fact, he used to date Britney Spears. He used to be her backup dancer like a long time ago. He was in one of her videos too. I forgot the name of the song. I think she had like a pantsuit on. He is in the video. Anyway, they used to date, and her father didn't want her to date him because, of course, you know, the skin color. Because he a black man. That's why he didn't want Britney to date him. So yeah, that's the one fun fact that Columbus Short and Britney Spears dated for a little brief time. But back on subject. We just hoping and praying that Britney can be free. That's all. Because everybody deserves the basic human rights. Everybody deserves to be free and live their life. And she does too. So, y'all look at her as a human. Don't look at her as some big old celebrity. The only difference between celebrities and the average Joe is that they got a better job paying them more money. That's it. That's the only difference. So stop looking at these people like they gods, because they not. They regular folks with more money, and they job is their talent. That's all. So I thank you all for listening. You know, I know this was a long episode, but I really had to say something, because this was one that truly hurted my heart. I didn't know that she was going through all of this. So if I didn't say this before, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Anchor, and I always upload every podcast episode on YouTube, on my channel Life with Shaun. If you know, I just talk about everything in my life, or I do videos like whatever's going on. Self-care, anything I feel like talking about on my YouTube. That's basically what my channel is about. It's just about me. So you can go follow me on YouTube, Instagram. You can follow me at natural_that_me, or you can follow my business page, Amour 24. That's the Roman numerals XXIV. And yeah, if you like self-care products like candles, bath salts, shower melts, room sprays, self-care apparel, I do have that. I'm going to be launching mugs, I believe this Friday, November 5th. I should be launching coffee mugs. And also on Amazon, I do have some journals that you can look at also that I have. That's under my name, Shaun Scott. So that's all I want to talk about today. Y'all go and check out that Netflix film documentary, Britney versus Spears. And you all let me know how you feel about it. And, you know, what perspective you have on what's going on with Britney Spears. So we all say free Britney Spears because she deserves to be happy just like anybody else. All right, this was a long one, but we're out of here. Have a great day and the rest of your week. All right, bye.